Hello friends, how's everyone doing tonight? This is Sherry and I'm working on this little journal. It's going to be a junk journal today, and this was made from, or it's being made from, all I found at the thrift store was this cover. And so during the last video we just got the cover kind of reinforced with some, was a very thick brown envelope, but not your typical brown envelope. It was like twice as thick as a regular brown envelope that you might buy from Dollar Tree or Walmart or whatever. And so I thought it was so strong. It was like cardstock, really. I reinforced the inside because this was a little tattered here on the spine. And so then I reinforced the spine with a piece of embroidery here. You can kind of see the border here. We glued it down with fabric tack. And the only thing I did since the last video was add this right here, this little rickrack, and I still want to put a little cluster or something right here, but I have not done that. I haven't made one yet, or I have some actually, but I haven't gone through them or made anything special yet, so I haven't done that yet. But I pulled out some papers, and I just wanted to put some real interesting papers in here, and I also made this week, which I will show you in my next video, but I pulled out a couple pieces of my last Saturday. I did a video. It started out with a title of Behind the Scene. So I'm going to do that again this Saturday. I thought that was kind of fun. And to be able to show you what I work on besides what I work on video, you know what I mean? Because I do work on other things, other crafty things. So this week, I think this is from I did another batch of the Astro Brights, coffee dyed another batch. And I baked them in the oven. I've never cooked paper before, and I thought, well, I wanted to see the difference, and so, yeah, these I believe were the pile. I think this was the pile that was cooked in the oven. I almost can't tell the difference, but anyway, I thought these colors. I pulled out this color, the blue, the red, and I think I have one more in here. Let me see. Thought I pulled out an orangey one. Oh, maybe not. I think I thought, well, I don't know. Anyway, I have them right beside me if I need to grab another one. But I thought, see the colors on here? We've got kind of an orangey, almost an orangey red. There's some red down here. There's a lot of blues in these little graphics over here, and kind of in the background and things. So I thought these would go. So, that's kind of a long explanation for these two pieces of paper. But look how these came out really cool. This was, I got this idea from Nicole at Relax Cut Glue. She had made a fall glue book where she had never, she said in her video, I bet, she kind of guessed that we never, other junk journals have never thought of it. And I really didn't think of, you dye your different white copy paper with coffee, and you dye other papers. And, like say you would dye a paper like this, or the backs I've dyed, the backs of scrapbook paper like this right here, ledger paper, all those papers. But I never thought of dyeing, and I've dyed the, the copy paper colors, like with food coloring thing, in things like that. But I've never dyed colored paper. So I was like, well, let me try it. And I tried it just coffee dyeing it and air drying it like I usually do. But then I wanted to try, coffee dyeing it and drying it in the oven. So that's what I did last Saturday after my video last Saturday. I wanted to try that, and I did, and it came out really cool, and it was kind of really fun. And I just what I did was clean my kitchen while the paper was in there, so I wouldn't forget about it and leave it in the oven and start a fire or anything. But yeah, I just kept the I had it at 350. That's probably too hot. But then I turned it down to 300. But I was right there. I know I heard someone say, who was it? I heard someone. Oh, I think it was Jessica at Jessica wrapped 2 silver oranges. She said she puts it at 175 and just watches it and lets it dry as long as it needs to dry or whatever, cook whatever it's doing. But I told you I'm an impatient cook, so I had mine at 300, but I was right there in the kitchen cleaning, doing my cleaning. So you know, I didn't leave it there. So anyway, I thought it was a lot of fun. It came out really cool, and I'll show you the whole stack tomorrow, but I just thought these colors would go in there, so I pulled out 2. And then I just pulled out other papers that I thought would make this a fun, you know, journal, but also went with the vintage, overall vintage look of this cover, because it is worn. It's not like it's perfect or anything. It's kind of worn. I don't know if I would describe it as grungy, but maybe it is a little grungy. So, but you know, we like that. So this was a book that I took apart, that the pages, I showed you this in one of my Thrifty Thursday videos, where these pages right here are all written on. So I'm not going to use these as pages right now. I might use these for ephemera while we're working on this. Maybe we'll cut those up, but these pages are fine. So I thought I'd like to use a couple of these in here. They're so pretty. And I want to have, you know, all types of papers, as well as some pretty papers, you know, pages in here. So I think I'm gonna need to cut them down just barely, but there's a little bit of white around the edge. So, and I'm not even sure how many pages I want to put in here yet. I'm just kind of going to play it by ear and see how these pages look as we go along, and how you know, thick this little journal gets. But let's go ahead and cut some white edges off of this one, this page. Maybe I'll do 2 at a time and go ahead and put in these 2 pages. So I'm not, or this is not really a story. This is like little poems and things. So there's no reason to really keep this in order, you know, as far as a story goes. This was like, was this prayers, or let's see, where's the title page here? Prayers for Children. Yeah, so it just, each page is a separate little prayer or a poem, you know, like that. So, you know, it's not a story, so I don't have to worry about keeping it in order. So yeah, let's just cut a little bit of this white off of here, and then we'll see how it fits. Yeah, that'll be perfect. And then see, these are together, so let's see how they look here on the edges. I could cut off a little white, but let me see if I want to fold them up or cut them off. If I cut it off right here, it would be perfect. I hate to cut off that border, pretty border, but you still would have that. And let's see, this side, yeah, you still have the main part on that side, so I might just do it. I might just cut it. We'll see. And this one, this one I might fold, because I don't want to cut off the little girl. Well, I wouldn't really be cutting her off, but I might be cutting her off a little bit. I don't know, I might go ahead and cut it too, because I'm not really cutting off anything important there. So I think I'm just gonna, you know, be a little brutal here, because I don't like to cut off stuff like that. I really don't, but I think it'll be better in the long run if I do. You know what I mean? Just because we don't really need those fold outs. So I'm just gonna do it. You'll see, it'll be fine. If you're worried about it, it'll be fine. It'll look pretty just like this. See how nice they look? You don't even know that. You don't even know what's missing. Once you do it, you don't know anything's missing. I kind of, let's see. I might start this with the blue. We'll see. I could start it with one of these pretty pages too, though. Let's see this one here. See, it fits right over there nicely. But I don't know. I think I want that as an inside page, because it doesn't really, you know, have anything to do with the outside. It's just a pretty page I want to put in here. So I'm going to put that next, I think. And then I've got, you know, of course, some writing papers, but this is not like a glue book, so I didn't want to have just all plain papers in here. I want to have a good variety of fun and interesting pages. Eclectic, vintage. I think they're all vintage. And, you know, papers I found at thrift stores. So, okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. Did I put the 4th one in there? Yeah, 4 right there. So, wow, okay. And then we have an option of putting some more of those. I have one more here if I want to put that in. But let's just see how fat it gets with these other pages. So this is just a fun random thing that I found out. There are a few of these that I found at thrift store physical fitness test for whatever this is for, and it's I don't see. Let me see if I see a date on here. I really don't, but look how nice, and this is naturally aged, so nice and browned, but it's still nice and strong, you know what I mean? So let's just, these holes I didn't put in here, must have been in a notebook at one time, or in some other little clipboard or something, but yeah, I'm just leaving it how it is until I fold it in half and see if we need to cut any off. I thought that would be fun. See, then you have this on the back, you can write here, and then you have this fun, interesting piece here where you can glue on here, or you know, whatever somebody wants to do, because it's a junk journal. You can collage and have some junk journaly fun type, you know, fun in here. So let's see if we need to cut any of this off. Gosh, it's almost perfect. I think I'm going to leave it. I think I'm going to leave it for right now. Okay, this is a page from, I got a whole, you know, 2 pages here together from a cookbook, and I just had this sitting in my closet. Don't know what cookbook it's from, but really interesting little, kind of has these cute retro images on it. Don't see a date. Oh, it is 1955. It says right there. Right here is the date, so I'll try not to cut that off because I'm going to need to cut a little bit off here. Let's see. Oh, let's see. I'm going to have to cut. Oh. Well, the date would come off if I cut it, so I'm going to have to cut. I don't want to cut any off the top, so the date might have to come off, but I might include it as a scrap with the goodies that come along. How about that? That would be cool, right? Yeah, because it needs to come up to be to about right here. So yeah, I want to see if I can get all these pages done in this video and even sewn in. I'm thinking if I don't put too many pages in here, I could sew them on my sewing machine, right? Just right down the middle, but that might not be possible if I put all this paper in there. I might have to sew it by hand. So we'll see here real quick. Let's make some quick work of getting these pages in here. Let's see. So I'm going to have to put some writing pages in here in a minute. So this one, let me see how it folds. I've got plenty of white on the side, so I might go ahead and cut some of that off because I really don't need all that white. See all this blank space here? It's just kind of a little bit wasted because, you know, we don't need it. I mean, you could write on it or whatever, but, you know, I don't think it's a big deal. So let's see, let's put it right here. Still a little wide. Let me see about the length. Yeah, the length is good, but a little wide still. So let's cut a little bit more off the sides. And that one will be good to go. So I hope everyone's having a good day. This is Friday, so yep, looking forward to the weekend. No big plans. Just gonna see my family. They're coming to my house this weekend for our family dinner. So I get to cook. I don't know what I'm cooking yet, but I know what they like, and I know what I like to cook. Maybe until, let's see, what do I like to cook? Something I haven't cooked in a while is enchiladas. I haven't made those in a while. So I might make those. The boys like those. And for dessert, oh, they're bringing dessert, so I don't have to worry about dessert. That's right. Awesome. Awesome. All I have to do is make dinner. Okay, so, and enchiladas are easy, so yeah. I mean, it takes a little bit of work, but not too much, and pretty quick dinner to get together, so that will be cool. Last time they came over, we cooked out on the grill with hamburgers and hot dogs, so. And then the time before that, I think I made lasagna, so that, you know lasagna. It's not hard, but it takes a little time. So these are all like text pages and pictures and things, so we're going to get to the writing pages here. I've got some coffee dyed paper. I have been coffee dyeing every spare second, which I don't know how many spare seconds, but every second that I'm home, when I have a chance to go and do some coffee dyeing on this regular paper, you know, that I coffee dye on. I've been doing it every chance I get this week, so I'll show you tomorrow the beautiful stack of regular coffee dye paper I made too. I've been doing so much coffee dyeing, but I still would like to coffee dye a lot more. Like, I have a pile of like some envelopes and different papers and things that in my where I have a permanent coffee dye table now that I set up, and I have a little stack there of things that I want to coffee dye. So this week has been paper and the Astro Bright. So next week maybe I'll get to, and the week before that was music. So maybe this week I'll get to that other little pile. I need to cut a little bit of this off the side here. But I really enjoy it. I always say that, I know, but I really do. I love just getting it going, you know, and when it dries, I like to see how it comes out, you know. And I'd love to see the stack too after it's all done. And you stack it up. Well, what I do is flatten it in a book. I didn't used to do that, but I started flattening it in a book. I mean, it's flat already, but it's fluffy. When you first coffee dye it, it just fluffs it up. It's just what happens. And I like it fluffy. It's just fine, but I just wanted to try flattening it in my book, you know, in a heavy book, and that's what I've been doing lately. It takes up less room too. After I flatten it, it takes up less room, and where I keep it on some shelves, and you know, it just takes up less room on the shelf because I can get more in the, you know, in the stack. It's not taking up a whole, you know, all the space when it's fluffy. So yeah, been having fun with that this week. All right, let's get these coffee dyed papers. I think I might have some more in here. I just wanted to have, I thought the coffee dye paper would go, I mean, coffee dye paper goes with anything vintage, right? So, so this is a plain. We've got, this is like text type, even though that's plain. Let's see, let's put a coffee dye paper here. And then we have text. I don't want to put the other coffee dyed right next to that coffee dyed. So let's see. Let's see here. Okay, let's put one right here. I don't know what I'll put in the middle yet. Right now I have this, but maybe, you know, what would be cool is to put maybe one of these pretty pictures in the middle from the prayer book. Like this one here, this extra one we said we had. Let's see, where does it open? Right here. That would be pretty in the middle, wouldn't it? Okay, and then this one maybe I'll fold and not cut off. And I think the length is good. So if we put this one in the middle, then we could do this. Just fold the sides in on this one. Since it's in the middle, I don't know. I just feel like that would look nice. And I can either do it like that, or I could fold it back the other way if I want to keep the fold and not have the folds in the middle there. And whoever gets this can also change this around to whichever way you want the fold to go, and whatever you want to do with the fold, like glue it down or whatever to make a tuck spot, you know. So, all right, that, and then this. Let me just make sure which way. Both sides are pretty, so I guess it really doesn't matter. Let me see. That, or I think I'm gonna, yeah, I think I like it like that. Okay. Decisions. I'm trying to find that fold there. I think that's where I had it. Okay. Hope that's right. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, so I was gonna do it like this. Have that in the middle. Shaping up, isn't it? Yep. We'll count them in a second. Let's see. I've got some ledger. I pulled this out. This is, oh, I didn't take the staples. We'll take those out in a second. But let's get this ledger paper in here. We might get the pages done today. We might actually get the pages done. Okay, so this is too long, a little bit too wide. So let me cut this off down here. About right there. Too short for a pocket, but, and then we need to cut about a little bit off the side there. Now let's cut that right there. And then, yeah, just a couple of, little bit like little sections off there. And let's see, so we've got plain text. Let's put this right here. think we needed something right there. We'll put this in a second because I need to get the staples out of there. This is a very old piece of scrapbook paper that I have that I love. And I have been just kind of like avoiding it because I love it so much. And I was like, all right, Sherry, you just really just have to use this now because this is getting ridiculous. You're just holding on to this very old. I say very old, but it's from like 2006, I believe. So I've just had it when I used to do scrapbooking. It's from that. I don't know, but I love that scrapbook paper, and it was all white on the back, and I coffee dyed it. What I found after I started junk journaling a few years ago, I found this scrapbook paper in a drawer where I was keeping my scrapbooking stuff, and I'm gonna cut this off. I think right here. I don't think that's big enough for a tuck spot. I think I'm going to make pockets on the bottom though. Yeah, I think I'm going to make pockets on the bottom. But yeah, I found it in my scrapbooking stuff. I was like, oh, scrapbook paper. And then I took it out, and it was very white on the back, and I coffee dyed it, and it came out so cool. Just like, see, it made it have kind of a old kind of vintage texture, and just the the coffee dye in the back, and it just looked really neat after I coffee dyed it. So, I don't know if this is the last piece, but it's close to the last piece. Okay, I'm going to need to cut this a little bit off the top here, too. I want to make the pocket about like something like this. So, let me even that up. And then, so we need it to be a little shorter. Let me go ahead and cut this. You know how I like to put a little triangle here. And, oh gosh. I love these graphics on here. That's one of the things I love about it too. All the little symbols and everything. Just something really different from anything else I have, really. Okay, so it'll be about like that, and then I have to cut all of this off, but I can include this as a scrap in the goodie bag. The scraps that are worth saving, I will be including in the goodie bag. So I've been doing that lately. That way you get to have some pretty scraps, whoever gets it, and then I don't have as many scraps to deal with here in my craft room. Because I have plenty of my own, I have plenty of scraps, believe me. I've been working on that. I'll show you tomorrow what I did this week with my scraps in my video, my behind the scene video tomorrow. That was really fun last week, and I really enjoyed it, and I think maybe you guys did too. So maybe that'll be a weekly Saturday thing, my Saturday behind the scenes video. You know, if I can wing it or pull it off every week, that would be cool, right? If I get anything accomplished, that is, if I have anything to show you, right? So, okay. See, isn't that pretty? With that color on the coffee dye, I just love that. So we've got, I wonder if that should be the first page. Oh yeah, that actually does look really good with those colors. Oh, I think we just found our first page. See, look, watch. Look at this. Pretty. Pretty. All right, putting my needle in my glue just a second. Okay, so gosh, we're getting a good stack there. And I have a little, not too much time left. Oh, this is some cool paper I pulled out. This is I think it's typing paper. It's legal size. See how long it is? 14 inches. And I coffee dyed it. I only did a couple. I think I should do some more. Look how nice and grungy that is. Isn't that nice? It really took the, I don't remember, I probably had to do, the sides separately. It's a double process there, but came out really pretty. So when you're gonna need to cut that off a little bit because just a little bit too long, not enough for a pocket or anything, but we're probably gonna make this a fold out. Got plenty on the sides there, or I can glue it down and make side tucks, but I think I'm gonna make a fold out. I kind of like making onion skin paper into fold outs, So let's see where we need a plain, what I'm gonna call that solid piece of paper, plain without text or anything. So we got plain there. I think we got a lot of plain now. Okay, let's see. Oh, we need a plain right here. Okay, that'll look perfect right there. Okay, yes. Make our little fold outs here. See, it crinkles really nice too. It crinkles. I think it's, you know, I mean, it crinkled before I coffee dyed it, but I think it has a different crinkle now. Like a, I don't know, it's like it made it thicker or something. Fluffier. I guess it made it fluffier or thicker, and just a really nice, and it's strong too. It's not like, I mean, I like onion skin too. I love onion skin, but this is thicker than onion skin, I guess, just to show you know that the thickness of it. Okay, we got that. I got more coffee dyed here, which we can put in. Oh, I got some avocado dye. Oh, here's some more pages from the book, or one more. We might need that. Okay, let's put this avocado dyed page in here. And then maybe that other children's book page. Let's see. So we'll cut a little bit off here. I'm really trying to finish before the video is over. I don't think I'm going to be able to sew them in though this time, so I'll probably do that after the video. And then next time we'll come back and we'll decorate and make some ephemera. Might be 2 more videos. I don't know. I thought this was going to be quick, but a quick little journal, but you know, they always take longer than you think, because I want to make it nice, you know. I wanted to have some. Actually, I already have ephemera. I should look through my ephemera that I have made. That's what I'll do. Instead of making special ephemera, I need to use up some of my ephemera that I have pre-made. So I'll do that. Let's see. So we've got one of these book pages here. Let me see, because I said I might want to use that one too. And so let's see. Book page, onion skin. This is the recipe book. Coffee, book page, Astro Brights. What is this? Oh, this is another. That was another recipe book. Let's see. So I think we can put this page right here. And what do? We cut a little bit off the sides. Let me see how this one looks folded in. Though this will be a good place for some color right here. Just want to make sure I fold in the right spot and get it nice tight into the spine there. And then if I'm going to fold it, it will be like this. I might come back and cut this off, but for right now I think I'm just going to fold it to save a little time and finish the pages. Or maybe I'll glue these down. Well, I don't want to. Let's see what's on the other side. Oh, there's some writing on this one. You know what? It's just pencil here. I have a good eraser in the other room. I'll get that and erase that pencil, which I think it's pencil. Or it's so light, I don't think it really even matters. But if it's pencil, it'll come right off. I'll try it before I sew this in. But I think it's fine. It's so light, I don't think anyone would even care, you know. Okay, so where was this? Oh, I don't think I put this in yet. Okay, let's put it there. And then that will go there. And look how fluffy she is. And then here's some music. I did want to put a piece of music in here, so let's see, we'll cut off this blank space. So just like that, we have our pages. And perfect amount to cut off. This is I don't have a date here. 1938. That's an oldie. Wow. I have most of my really older music over in another room where I have it for my Etsy shop, but this one I had coffee dyed for me a good while ago, before I even started selling him book pages in my shop. So let's see. All right, so I want to find, let's see, text, writing, kids, plain. I just want to find another place for something with, you know, print on it. See if we have 2 plain pages together. We really don't, do we? Okay, so let's put it right here. And okay, so I'm going to have to stop But I'm going to count the pages and see if I want to dare put any more. And if I do, well, I have these coffee. Look at the difference in this. This is what I was talking about when each batch comes out different. It's so weird because I use the same coffee mixture. I never change my coffee mixture. And this one's so dark and this one's so light. Anyway, those are just so pretty. And I'm going to take the staples out of here and see if I can put one of these. These have all kind of different little, spaces on them. And I think that's fun for writing, to just kind of have that to fool around with all those different little squares and lines and things. So got to get the staples out of there and put one of those in. Then I'm going to count and see, and then I'll come back next video, not tomorrow, well, maybe tomorrow, we'll see, and work on decorating and inserting some ephemera, unless I like can't sleep or something and I just go and finish it. You never know. If I'm awake tonight, I will, or tomorrow night, I might just finish it and come back with a flip through. You never know, right? So I hope you enjoyed. It's looking really beautiful, isn't it? I just love looking at the side view or the top view of journals. So cool with all the different papers. Anyway, so I'll let you go. See y'all next time. Happy crafting.